You're watching Today. The clock is ticking for Queensland's Premier to respond to a list of demands penned by victims of the state's youth crime crisis.
The proposed solutions were outlined to Anastasia Palaszczuk in a face-to-face meeting with our next guest, Ben Cannon. Ben, good morning. You spoke with the Premier for a little over an hour yesterday. How did it go?
I think we certainly got the opportunity to present what we wanted to present to her when we rallied on Parliament. So that was good. We now know that all the decision makers in Parliament know exactly what we see as a clear framework to at least start to unpack and what we've said before, blow this up so we can put it back together.
What are your key demands? I mean, all you ever asked for was for her to give the time, to spend the time and to enact what is in your thought process. What do you want to happen and now?
One of the first things we put as an urgent, we believe that the Premier and the government can put a framework in place that's going to help victims straight away, and that's increasing the funding, increasing the psychological and the health support that victims get, and making it urgent. That is, from when the crime is committed. Some victims now wait up to 2 years for them to actually get access to any support financially, and often live off GoFundMe accounts to get through this trauma. The other thing we asked for is zero tolerance. Zero tolerance is exactly what we said. If you're a repeat offender, then there should be zero tolerance to that sort of behaviour. Now, that may mean that the government, and I said this to the Premier yesterday, has to fast-track some well-camp-like detention centres throughout the state. These kids don't need maximum security prisons. They need somewhere where they're safe and they're also off the street, so they're not bothering the community. That's what we put to her yesterday as an urgent now to do. I said to her, on Sunday nights with COVID, you would instantly tell us how the week was going to look. I said, we ask you to use the same level of urgency with this matter because people are losing their lives.
Ben, we've spoken to you often about this, and when we spoke to you again yesterday before the meeting, you were concerned that it would end up just being a talk fest. Did it feel like there was more progress made than that?
I mean, I'll certainly give the people in the meeting the credit that we were heard, that we had a good meeting. For me, it's the actions that come from here that are going to be more important. We presented the same information we had done over the last few weeks. It's the actions that are going to prove whether they're actually listening.
Look, we've got a story coming up after 7. A mother had her car hijacked with a baby in the back. This happened on the Gold Coast. I mean, this stuff goes on and on and on, doesn't it? They've got a real problem there, and this is just one part of it.
Carl, we've had a problem for a long time. Now they seem to be listening. Unfortunately, what they're going to have to do is play a hell of a lot of catch-up really quickly. Hence why we're putting timelines and we're really making this an urgent issue. This is not a new problem. This is a problem we've had in the state for some time now. It just seems that all of a sudden the power brokers and the politicians are finally standing up and saying, hang on a minute, maybe we need to fix this. So hopefully this is the new direction we've all been asking for a long time.
Well, there's a bit of fog in Brizzy this morning. Let's hope it's starting to lift for you guys who work so hard. Thank you so much, Benny.
Thanks, Ben.
Good on you, mate.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?